I mean, I think the thing that we preach around here is like, no matter if you got the C on your chest or not, you got to come here, you got to hold yourself accountable as that guy. You got to be able to tell another guy, X, Y, and Z. For instance, me and Antoine, we kind of over prepare with just being physically ready. We run on and off the field, touch the line, and he don't got a seal on his chest. But if I'm slacking, he kind of bring me with him. So I mean, it's just what we do here. Like, obviously you only can pick a certain number of guys, but I mean, we want everybody to feel like they got the right to be able to exercise their voice in any way on this team. So, I mean, it's good, as long as the younger guys know that, in which we are preaching it. Like, you don't need no pat on the back. You rather the coach tell you whoa than sick them. So that's the kind of mindset we have.
Devin, like you said, you've been a captain before, but it's the first time for Vita Vea. What
Yeah.
do you think made you guys vote him in?
Man, I think he's just been a guy that's been really consistent, and even when he was hurt, he was still around the building. He's always going to be that guy that you can lean on, when it's time. So, I mean, I think that was the thing that just got Vito over the edge, and I mean, everybody see it. Everybody want to play with a guy like him. Everybody respects a guy like him, and respects what he do on the field as well. So, I mean, I think that helped him out a lot, in which he's a deserving guy, like really.
Feels like he'd be a positive style of leader. Is that right?
Yeah, man. He don't have he don't get mad. Like, I never heard him cuss on the field. He always joking with the other team. I be telling him he's too nice to be so big like a teddy bear. So, I mean, he's a positive leader. Like, even when it's, something going bad, he gonna put a smile on your face.
Last year, Dak threw the ball nearly 60 times against you guys. What do you expect from him this time?
You know why he did that?
Why
He couldn't run on us. So we're expecting to stop the run. Coach Casey emphasized that, and man, we gotta really buckle down because they got two great backs. I'm gonna say two of the greater backs in the NFL, and we got to be ready to stop those two guys. But I think passing the ball, it was doing a lot of intermediate passes. I think that was part of their run game, and so we really prepare more for that. At first we thought they was gonna come in last year and stick to what they do. They don't care about they the best run stopping team, we still gonna run the ball. That's was our mindset. But now we got a whole nother outlook because we already played them. We know how they attacked us. So I think we'll be ready for them.
Devin, what's it like being in a game like that where your opponent that's so renowned for running the ball,
Yeah.
like they don't even commit to it anymore. Zeke ran the ball I think like 11 total carries.
Yeah. I mean, for me as a defensive player, it's a respect thing. They respect, the type of wall that we built up front on our defense. But at the end of the day, you got to stay ready for whatever. And so that just goes back to playing fundamental football, reading and seeing your keys and making sure, you're not taking them lightly in the run game because they still will run it. So when they do run it, don't get gassed by it. And when they're not running it, see your keys and get out and get into coverage. So, I mean, it's going to keep you on your toes, keep you honest because you never know what a team is going to do going into the game until the game actually get going, and then you'll see what they're comfortable with. And we'll know that by the end of the first quarter.
I know that CeeDee Lamb gets so much attention in the passing game, but Dalton Schultz is a guy that had
Yeah.
800 receiving yards last year, right? And
Yeah.
78 catches. Like he had a really good season. What jumps out when you watch him?
Man, he's just a guy that Dax, he loves a lot, so we know he's going to, not say so force feed him, but if something break down, that's one of the guys he's going to look for. So right now in the pass game, me and Levante, we kind of going back and forth. Who's going to get to hold him the most because, this year I want to hold more tight ends as well as running backs, so especially when we're in man coverage. So, I mean, I feel like we got a great game plan for the tight end. I feel like we got two great backers to be able to slow that tight end down.
Is that a personal goal for you this year? You said covering more tight ends.
Yeah, if Levante don't get overwhelmed, he be having some type of agenda against tight ends where he want to lock them all down. He say the running backs be boring, but we got good backs in our division as well as the NFL. So, I mean, I do whatever the team need me to do.
Jamel Dean won the starting job at corner, and I know everybody plays, right? Sean's
Yep.
going to play, but what have you seen in terms of Dean's growth as a player those last 2 years?
Oh, man, I could just speak on this training camp. He been attacking the ball. One thing, Dean was always a player, like he was going to be in position, and he wasn't going after the ball, but he wasn't going to get beat and type of that player, and he just took his game to a whole nother level. He tall, probably the fastest defensive player, 4.30. He long, rangy, and now that he's attacking the ball, I think that put together a resume. And if you go look at his numbers last year, I know I seen some on the internet where he was like, one of the fewest conversion rates on them. So, I mean, he's just putting together, it's taking time. Obviously, it takes time for every young guy, including myself, to get going, get into a rhythm. But he finding himself, and, man, congrats to him. I didn't even know, like, what was going on. They was fighting for a job or whatever because I just know everybody be on the field.
Play, yeah.
So it's like it is what it is. I think he deserved it, and I feel like Sean deserve to be on the field, which he probably will be at nickel at times and corner at times. So we're going to use everybody, and hopefully we can keep everybody healthy.
Yeah. Thanks.
I
Thanks,
appreciate
Devin.
it.